Imagine if ancient Egypt had gone undiscovered. That's what has happened in Saudi Arabia, a country with a rich, age-old history that many people simply do not know about. As light aircraft and drones hover over the area, they've already pinpointed some incredible pieces of history that have remained hidden for centuries. Middle Eastern archaeologists are employing drones to uncover ancient civilizations. In this video, we will share how experts are using drones to unravel the raw details of a mystery civilization. Before we start the video, please subscribe to our channel and give our video thumbs up. Without further delay, let's start the video. The Nabatations. Indeed, the Nabatations once roamed the area over which these devices now hover, but it looked very different under their watch. The ancient tribe lived nomadically for years before settling down and focusing on trade and agriculture. They also built some incredible structures and sacred sites, some of which have already caught archaeologist attention, but so much of the Nabatations' presence remains undiscovered, and that may in part be due to the tribe choosing to leave. Some say they originated from Yemen, yet they shared nothing with this region: language, deities, or script. The Nabatations had a greater impact on prosperity than any of the nomadic Arabian tribes that roamed throughout their period because they built Petra, Jordan. In the 1st century BC, they built the beautiful metropolis to shelter 20,000 people. Petra became the de facto seat of the Nabatae civilization, but it wasn't the only city established by the one-time nomadic tribe. They also built Hegra, known today as Madai in Saul, and it became their secondary capital and second largest settlement. Outsider views. Despite the Nabatations' language and writing skills, few remnants of their literature have survived, though other classical texts make reference to them. For one thing, the community followed well-guarded trade routes and never revealed the origin of their goods, such as Diodorus Siculus, a historian from ancient Greece, wrote about the Nabataeans, describing a strong community of 10,000 warriors that rejected agriculture and permanent houses and focused on their pastoral roots and the lucrative trade in spices, frankincense, and myrrh from modern Yemen. The Nabataeans definitely knew how to ward off outsiders, but that didn't mean they completely shut them out. In fact, some of their culture was based on welcoming outsiders. The latter was a deity exclusive to their people and stood as the kingdom's official god. The figure is likely to have represented the heavens, although some believe he may have had links to the forest instead. Either way, the Abyssinians used, among other symbols, the eagle to represent the god Deshera. The bird's form also appeared across the city of Hegra, especially on tombs. The Nabataeans also worshipped Al-Azza, a goddess who was mentioned in the sacred Islamic text, the current, and has a stone cube in her honor near Mecca. They also carved blocks and pillars to represent all of the deities they worshipped. Petra still has plenty of god blocks, some of which have faces added to their simple frames for all of its peaceful sites of worship, but the Nabataean capital and many of the tribe's other important cities also saw plenty of conflict. The Romans sought to subjugate the Nabataeans under Marcus Aemilius Scaurus, but failed. They besieged Petra in 62 BC, but released their stranglehold in exchange for 300 talents. It was deal. The Nabataeans got a break. The Canathans rushed to help the tribe. The local Syrian forces overpowered Herod and his troops, pushing them out of the area for a year. They would fight with the Nabataeans again when the warriors stormed into Israel and sparked a standoff. Although the Nabataeans camped close to Herod's army, the tribe refused to emerge for a battle, so Herod made it happen. The Roman-Nabataean annexation meant that the latter's territory story expanded as did its power. The tribe became influential around the Red Sea and in Egypt. By the time new Arab invaders flooded into the area, they found very little of what the Nabataeans had built over their centuries-long history. Instead, the land had been divvied up by successive occupying powers, and many of the warriors' descendants had become peasants. Even the glorious Petra lost its luster until 1812, when Johann Ludwig Burckhardt, a Swiss explorer, introduced Westerners to its beauty. Since then, Petra has stood as the marquee remnant of Nabatean society, but excavations in the area are still ongoing. Foot said excavation was archaeologists' only option until recently, and that this could have affected Saudi Arabia's standing in history. The archaeologists said, "We know a lot about the 1st to 3rd millennium BC and ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia." Foot said technology now provides reliable and thorough insight. A French team dug up the remnants of what appeared to be a network for incense traders along the western border of Arabia and cut through Alula so that overhead imagery could help crystallize the trading route's function. Indeed, the drones have already flown over half of the projected 11,500 Nabatean sites in the area, which will be crucial if and when the territory is developed. Builders will know their modern options. Having the area accessible to the public as planned for the future doesn't mean a construction free-for-all, and so far, light aircraft and drones have captured a slew of historical sites for researchers to explore. The devices snap photos every few seconds, and particular software stitches them together to paint a more detailed view of the landscape. The high-quality shots have uncovered everything from burial sites and structures to funerary landscapes. The team deploys site-specific experts to the scene. Rock Art Pro Maria Guignan said the drone photographs led her to some telling sites and paintings. Drones and aircraft have helped experts discover more about Petra and Alula. King Saud University excavator and educator Abdulrahman told the BBC, "What makes this work so important on the world stage is that it will provide an account of not just Madai, Salah, and Petra, but earlier civilizations that are largely unknown to us." As such, Abdulrahman takes his university students along to the Alula sites for further training, and it's an education that will serve them well since the area's excavation is far from over. In fact, he predicted an incredible future for the site. All of this was about this new find. Use the comments to tell us what you think about this finding. If you like the video, click the like button and share with your friends about. Please subscribe to our channel and click on the bell button to get updates regularly. Thanks for coming to watch. See you all at the next video.